What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. So as you guys remembered, yesterday we didn't start, we actually finished um, painting the engine bay. This is now the next day. It's dry. Yeah, it looks awesome, looks wonderful, looks much better than it looked like before. I'm really quite happy, quite stoked. Looks good. Okay, so now what's next? I'm gonna push the car out a bit again, and then from there, I'm gonna put the engine back, just in its place, and then from there I'm gonna remove some of the components, like for example maybe the pulleys in the front, and then also the turbo housing in the front, and some few other things. I'm gonna remove it, and then I'm also gonna repaint it, and then as I'm putting the engine back, I'll put back some of the parts as well. So hopefully by the end of this video I will be done with installing the whole engine, and then it should look wonderful once again, and I can be proud of to show this off to all the people. And then guys, if this is done, there's only maybe a few things inside that's left. That panel, I want to buy new clips for that panel, and then as well the back panels I want to recover them, as well as this side, and then I want to put it back. Then the inside is basically finished. Then it's only, like I said, it's only the engine bay. If this is done, the inside is done. The only thing that's left is still the outside of the car, and then as well I still need to get proper rims. The front ones doesn't fit because the PCD is not the same, and then the back ones fit, but yeah, I would like to get them out more. I would like to put 50mm spacers on them, front and the back. Then my rims would fit, and I still have to replace, I don't know if you can remember that rim there that was damaged. I still need to replace it, and yeah, so basically if we are done now, then we are done with the complete car inside and the engine bay. Then the only thing that's left after that is when we rebuild the engine. Apparently it's already got like forged conrods, HPM conrods and pistons, forged pistons. I think the only thing that I would like to do is just do a full gasket kit from top to bottom, and then put some ARP flywheel bolts, ARP head bolts, maybe new clutch, new pressure plate, new valves, new cams, just to make it a lot more aggressive. And then as well with the camshafts, also put ARP bolts, or maybe thicker, what do you call it, those lugs that goes over the bearings. And then yeah, so guys, we are getting there. I'm quite excited. So yeah, I'm not going to talk the whole day. I'm not going to waste your time. I'm going to continue working on this. I'm going to take the car out, like I've mentioned, and then we're going to start working on this baby. Alright guys, as you can see, my engine is finally in. I did tighten the gearbox bolts. The only thing that's left to do is the engine mountings, but the reason why I didn't do that yet is because I must put the exhaust downpipe in first, and then I must attach the branch, and then I must move the engine one side so I can attach the branch, and then from there I can drop it down again. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do now. I'm going to put in my downpipe, then I'm gonna move the engine to one side, and then from there I'm going to fit my branch, and then from there everything would be perfect. And then from there we'll carry on, see if we can maybe finish the exhaust this side, and then later on we can carry on that side and finish that side. What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. I know and understand that it's been a while since you guys have heard from me. There's a few things that happened, few things that have changed, but yeah, I can't let the past hold me back. So we'll be continuing and just do the best of what I've got, and I will continue. So yeah, with you guys' support, I will continue to grow and continue to do what I love, and I won't stop until I'm done and satisfied with what I've achieved. But anyway, I'm not gonna blare too much. I'm gonna carry on with the things that I want to do, As you guys remember that I've been busy with my 20ZX. As you guys remembered that on the previous video I was painting the engine bay, but yeah, unfortunately due to some circumstances I had to finish up, and I couldn't show you guys the videos because I had to fit everything in the car as soon as possible. Due to that, to move the car. As you can see as well, the background has changed, so I'm not staying where I used to stay. I moved, so yeah, this is the new place for my new car. But anyway, not my new car, but the new place where my car is gonna sleep and things for now. Okay, so let me just quickly catch you guys up to speed, what I've done, what still needs to be done. Okay, basically the whole outside still needs to be done, the panels as well, it is there. I would like to see if I can't find some carbon fiber bonnet and some fenders, and then I still have to finish the bodywork. But inside, what I've done, I've installed my AFR sensor, then as well I see the turbo is busy going, the exhaust gasket is busy breaking up, so it's smoking when it gets hot. And then as well I still have an oil leak that's coming from the sump bolt at the bottom. I still need to fix that. And then as well I've got my alternator that didn't charge, so I did send it in for repairs so that they can fix my alternator, then the alternator can charge the battery again. I did install the new fuel pressure regulator. I just need to bolt it in. I'll do that today as well. And then that's basically done. I still need some 1000cc injectors due to this being too small. And then as well I'll still clean up a bit like this. I'll just tape it down nice and neatly. And then as well in the inside, oh goodness, sorry. This is what it looks like. The hydraulic e-brake is in. I still have to fix my back lines are fine. I just have to fix my front line as well because on the distribution block it seems like it's blocked. So I want to remove all of those lines that's going into the brakes so that I can clean it up and maybe see if it's maybe just dirty. If it's dirty I will be quite happy, quite excited, but if not I'll make a plan to fix it. I also got a launch button, like a beep, 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 beep launch button, so I'll also be installing my launch control button in here. I do think it's going to look nice, it's going to fit wonderful, it's going to be flush, it's going to look like it belongs there. And then yeah, just going to clean up the inside a bit. As you can see it's quite dirty, but yeah, so I'm also going to do this. And then as well, what I would like to do, the back is actually finished, but I would like to drain all the fuel, clean it up as well, drain all the fuel, and then remove those lines and put some thread tape. As you can see over time when it's standing, it is leaking, so I want to fix that. If I put the thread tape it shouldn't leak, it should be fine again. And then yeah, I also have these panels that I would like to cover and put it back. I'll check the back panels that belongs there. I will be just cleaning it. The panels is still in good condition, so I'll just be putting that back. But this one I want to recover it just to make sure that it looks nice and presentable and clean up the back side. So for now, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start with my launch control button that I'm gonna install now, that I'm gonna fit. So yeah, first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get a drill bit size that's as big as this, and then I'm gonna drill the hole right in that one, because if it's there, I believe it's nice, it's close, easy to use. And then yeah, when I use my launch control I can just press the button and then leave it. And so I'll also do the wiring. The wiring is here, it's basically this one, number 13, so I'll also do that wiring. And then yeah, so let me start with this. Alright, as you can see, I've got my electric drill bit, my electric drill. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to drill out this hole. I might need to use two hands, maybe not. There we go, and through it is. So now this one fits perfectly, as you can see there. So I'm just gonna remove this bolt. Okay, so now I'm just gonna put it basically in there. Ooh, seems like I might need to drill it a bit bigger, or not. Okay, so it looks fine. As you can see, it's not too big, it's not too small, it's not in the way. So now I'll just be taking this to one is like a spring washer, and then the other one is like a nut. I'll just be putting in there. And I'll just take a spanner and just tighten that up nicely. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this wire of mine. Let me just remove this. Some of these wires, why I left them here, is because it's not being used. So I'm just gonna keep it here. Basically, oh, I've also been looking for this quite for a while. So this is the light for the alternator. So I'm also gonna install this now that I found it. Like I said, I really looked for this everywhere. I couldn't find it, but now thanks to this video actually I found it. So I'm just gonna put it here so I don't lose it. Okay, and anyway, so all of this wires, it might look very unprofessional, but like I mentioned, some of these wires are not being used for anything. So just put it here for if I need to use them. It's easy to find them, it won't be difficult. Okay, so basically I'll just untangle this now. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my launch control wire, this number 13. Here we go, this number 13. And then I'm going to put it on the one point. I will be putting a lug on it. And then the other point will go directly on a negative, any place on the body where it will make good contact. And then, yeah, you'll set it on your management on a certain revs, how much you want the launch control. And then what you do, just rev your car, press the button, and it will automatically put your car on launch control. And then as soon as you leave it, it will deactivate the launch control. So it's just like a push button, it's not like a click or anything, it's just a push button. And then yeah, then my launch control is basically activated. So yeah, what I'm quickly gonna do now, I'm just gonna quickly finish this wiring, the negative and as well the wiring for the management itself, untangle that wires, and then I'm gonna connect it while I'm doing this. I'll show you guys what it looks like. Okay, so what I've basically done for now, I've just marked this wire of mine. So what I've done it, I put the steering wheel exactly center, and then I just held the cable here. So what I've done, I twisted the steering wheel completely around to the right and to the left, just to make sure that the wire is not too short and that it's not too long, as I don't want the wire to pull off when I'm turning. So I did give it some play, and then yeah, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put a lug on this, and then I'm going to do the exactly the same thing with the negative wire, the earth wire. I'm going to put it there, and I'm going to turn it around, or I can even just use the same length as this one, and then connect it to the body somewhere where it will make good ground contact. Alright, so as you guys can see, my launch control button is now finally on. The reason why I gave it this much slack is, like I told you, as soon as you turn the steering wheel all the way, it won't interrupt the wiring at all. As you can see, there's still a lot of slack. So yeah, at least now that's done. So now that I'm done with this oak, what I'm gonna do now, I'm just gonna put my my alternator light. I'm gonna connect this now as well. What I was thinking, if you guys remember, my gauges looks quite sweet and well. So what I'm gonna do with this one, I would like to put the light like there. I don't know if you can see there, a little bit closer. Put it there at the back, so it looks nice, clean, nicely tucked, put away. And then yeah, it should also be in my face when my alternator is not charging, so that I know. And then yeah, once I'm done here, I'm just going to clean up a bit. I'm also going to put this back as well. So yeah, then it's going to look nice, good and decent as well inside. I'll still want to put the original panels back, but the ones that I've got was badly cut, so I'm going to see if I can't find some new ones to fit in here so it looks all well again. And then as well, I would like to put these panels back as well. My only problem is I've cut the wires for the windows, so I would like to figure out the wiring for the window so that it can go up and down again, the same as that side. That one I put back, but yeah, I just kept one side so I can just figure it out, and then so to at least the windows work. And then yeah, then we should be close to finish in the inside. Then I'll go to the front as soon as I'm done with this. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to take it a little bit, drill a hole in there, and then I'm going to install my LED light for the alternator. But first thing, let's first see if it works. So what I'm going to do with this, you don't always need to take your car battery. You can actually take any battery. So what I'm going to do to make it easier, I'm going to take this oak, put this down like that. Okay, so I'm going to take this oak, and then I'm going to put the negative on the negative and the positive on the positive, and then as well it should indicate me if it's working or not. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see there, but it is working, so that's a very good sign. So yeah, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to start with taking a drill bit that's approximately the same size as this one, so that it can fit nice and smooth. It seems like it might be a 7.5. Wonderful. Okay, so I'm going to take the 7.5, put it in the width. That's not a width, sorry guys, I'm used to calling it a width, but it's not, it's an electric drill. So I'm going to put it in there, close it up, and then what I'm going to do, I'm just going to get a spanner that is the same size as this one. Seems like it might be a 10. Yeah, I think it's a 10. Let's check. Yeah, it's a 10. Okay, so now that I've got this oak, then I can come back in here, open up this door. There we go. And then now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my drill and basically just drill it there in the middle. Oops, it sounded like I broke something. I don't know what. But it seems like it's through. I do seal, oh yeah, it's through. Okay, so I'm just going to take the drill, just make sure that it's nice and clean, and then I'm going to open up this one, remove this nut at the back. Okay, and then as well the washer. Then I'm going to fit this two wires in here. Something gives me a feeling it's going to be harder than I think. I'm just going to do it like this. Then it should be easier. I hope so. Can't really see. Okay, it seems like it's through. to see if I can pull it at the back. There's not a lot of space to work with. And I keep blocking my phone. I want to make this video. Okay, there we go. As you can see, you can barely see it. It's so super small. Okay, there it is, you can barely see it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna put the washer and the nut at the back of it, and then I'm gonna do the wiring as well. But now the negative, I'm gonna connect it with the same negative as the one from my launch control. But now the positive is gonna be this green one, as this green one goes to the alternator to indicate me if it's charging or not. Alright, guys, as you can see, I did put the light in, I did finish the wiring as well. Just excuse the wiring at the back. What I'm going to do, I'm going to make sure everything is wired, the complete engine and everything that works with the engine, like the fuel pumps, all of those things. And then as soon as that's done, excuse me, I'm going to remove the whole dashboard, and then all of the wires that's there, I'm just going to basically cover it, and then I'm going to put it back. And then from there, what I still have to do that's left for the wiring is obviously like the mirrors, as well as the windows, as well as the roof lights, and then as well as the lights for the car itself, the front lights, the flickers, and the back lights as well. And then, yeah, so on all of the engine wiring, I want it separate from the car wiring itself. So yeah, no, that's done. The launch control is done. So what I want to do now next is the following. I quickly want to put this back where it belongs. I did make some nice space for it. If I can just get it in here. Goodness. So this must basically come right there. And then once that's done, then I just want to check what's going on with the brakes, and then I also have to sort out the leaking of the oil for the sump. So yeah, I'm getting there, I'm not too far. And then as well, I'm still waiting for my battery to be, not my battery, my alternator to be fixed, and then that should be fine. What I also want to do, as you can see, the steering wheel is not 100% yet. As you can see, the alignment isn't right. So what I'll do, I'll just remove the steering wheel as well, so that the wheels can be nice and level and straight. And then the steering wheel must be the same as well. And then yeah, basically what I'm gonna do then is just clean everything up. As you can see, there's a whole lot of things that side that I would like to clean up. And then yeah, guys, so I'm getting there, surely but slowly. The car does drive, it does start as well. It's just that I'm a bit afraid of starting the car now. Maybe in the next video or so I will show you where I'm starting my car, but it does start. I'm just afraid of the oil, and it leaked so much oil out that I believe it's going to be empty with absolutely no oil inside. I don't know if you can see there, but yeah, that's basically, I don't know if you can see it. No, you can't. This side, there's the full mark, there's the low mark. As you can see, it's below the low mark, so I'm afraid of starting it. I don't want to break anything or hurt anything. So yeah, what I'm gonna do now, I've got that nice lovely bolts with like a washer that I've ordered for that. I did receive it. I do quite like it, as I do believe it looks nice, nice and clean. As you can see, what you basically do is you take your let's say your bolt, you put it in this washer. I think you call it a washer, whatever, and then it's nice and flush, and then as well it looks nice and clean And yeah, it just looks a bit more professional, I think. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do now. Just take this and then I'm gonna put it in there. Same with that side, and then just I'm not gonna show you guys now because I have to use both hands. So I'm quickly gonna fix that, and then I'll show you once I'm done. Okay, so guys, what I'm gonna do now basically. I also want to fit my exhaust because it's only running on the downpipe. So what I've done, I did clean all of the edges out with the Stanley knife, both sides. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just clean it a bit. As you can see, it looks a bit dirty and things. But yeah, I would like to change this whole tip to one of those big, I think it's 121 millimeters, if I'm not mistaken. So I would like to exchange it, but for now I'll use this, and then when I get one, I will then just take it to exhaust shop so they can install it for me. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to start with the back piece and then as well with the front piece, and then put some RTV gasket maker in it, and then I'll put my exhaust back. Also still have to put that back, and then I'm going to sort out my brakes. So I'm quickly going to fit this exhaust back, so that it's not that loud and doesn't sound that bad with the full exhaust on. But yeah, this engine particularly does sound good, wonderful with only the downpipe. But unfortunately, I'm not going to run it like that. I would like the exhaust to come through the bonnet, through one of those vents. But yeah, unfortunately in this neighborhood and things like that, I can't be that loud with this car. So that's why I'm going to fit the whole exhaust, and then later on maybe just fit that big muffler tip. So yeah, I'm just going to install the exhaust quickly, and then once I'm done I'll show you guys what it looks like. Guys, so yeah, I'm done with the exhaust now. Like I mentioned before, I don't like this tip. I would prefer to put that big tip on, but I'll still do that. But now it's running, as I can show you as well. I'll just fix this as well, just to make sure that this is properly. This one is right, but this one I still have to fix it. And then yeah, so that's basically it, guys. So yeah, the only thing left to do for me, I'm gonna put in this thing bar. But yeah, guys, so that's all I'm gonna do for this video. If you guys watched the full video, thank you very much. I know it's not much that I've done actually for today, but yeah, I wanted to fix the brakes, but unfortunately it seems like the brake cylinder sleeve, it's broken, it's not working. So yeah, that's it. So yeah, guys, thank you very much. You will see in the next video I'll probably fix the brakes, as well as still have to fit the alternator because it's not charging, so I did send it in for repairs as well. And then yeah, guys, that's it for today. Thank you very, very much for watching, if you've watched the full video, and then I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to like and please subscribe to see the next content that I will be uploading. Thanks guys, enjoy.